So we're gonna play a game, it's kind of a game called Add-on. You start out with the first exercise of 4 reps, and then each round you add on another exercise, just 4 reps, but it's the cumulative effect. So we get what we call training density, especially with the first few exercises, because those are the ones you'll be repeating the most. So I am already warmed up, so make sure you get warmed up and then come back and meet me on the straps. Our first exercise is a TRX bridge with a march. So our straps are at mid-calf. You lie underneath your anchor. Now, if you have a door anchor, you can fully lengthen your straps and you can lie facing away from your anchor with your head right up against the door, hands in the foot cradles, all right? If you don't have a door anchor, you're gonna go right underneath your straps. And again, they're at mid-calf. Now, we're gonna keep you moving in this workout, so you can always slow down and hit pause if you need a little bit more time. Otherwise, the goal is to take the least amount of rest in between your exercises as possible. So the bridge march, my hands are in the foot cradles, my arms are out in front of me, and I want to create tension through my core right off the bat. So knees bent, feet flat, and I'm on my heels. Shoulders down away from the ears, hips go up, and my 4 reps is 4 each side. So I'm going to lift my right knee up and down 4 times without moving my hips. And then I'm going to move my left knee. Now this is going to change a little bit by round because we'll transition into an actual marching pattern. But the first round, we just want to keep those hips level and focus on one side. It's a lot harder to switch sides. So that is exercise number 1. Lower your hips. Okay, so now that we're working that single-sided stability without rotating or dropping our hips, now we start round 2 with the same exercise. So you can already see how this is going to add on and make it pretty tough to just do 4 reps. So now we're going to alternate reps and go 4 reps, but it is 4 reps of each leg, so it's actually 8 reps. Arms out, you're on your heels, hips come up. Lift the right knee, little hold, tap it down. Lift the left knee, tap it down. Lift the right, tap it, and left. Tap it. Now I've got 4 more total. So the goal is not to drop the hips and not to rotate. With max tension in the straps and you have an open grip. So you're trying not to grab the straps. So that was my 4 reps. Now I'm going to add on an exercise. Lengthen your straps all the way. It's a forearms stir the pot. So this can change a little bit by round as well. I have my forearms in the straps about 2/3 of the way up, facing away from the anchor. And I'm going to start in this tabletop position, driving down, creating tension, elbows right underneath my armpits. Pushing out and around, I stir the pot. That's 1 rep. And then I push out and around the opposite way and stir the pot. And I have 2 more reps. So the goal is not to drop the knees. So I'm actually working a really nice tabletop position here. So it's good trunk stability. You're firing up your core, particularly your lats. That was 4 reps. Now, that's the great option for if you have a door anchor. If you don't have a door anchor, I'll show you a different option on this round, okay? So we are back down, and now we're on round 3. Straps back to mid-calf. And we start with our bridge march. On your back. Remember, it's 4 each side, but you're alternating, so it's 8 total reps. Knees bent, you're on your heels. Press into the straps. Hips come up. Lift the knee without dropping the hips or rotating. So you just want a little check at the top before you switch sides. All right, now you can leave your straps at mid-calf if you don't have a door anchor. And we go into our stir the pot with our forearms in the straps. And I'm going to take my shoulders right underneath the anchor. Now, you can always move in front of the anchor to make it easier. Start with the elbows right underneath the armpits. Knees float up off the floor. Okay, so I'm in this tabletop position. It's important you don't let the knees go in or down from here. pushing out and around to one side, hinging the hips to come back to your tabletop position. That's 1. Alternating sides for 4 total. Now we add on an exercise, and it's an overhead squat. Fully lengthen your straps, stand facing the anchor, fingers in the foot cradles. Arms up overhead. Now we just fired up our core, worked a good hip hinge, and fired up our lats in particular, which will help us in this overhead squat, because this is an overhead pull right here. Fingers are in your footprint, so they should not be in front of you. Tension on the straps. Hinge the hips, pull your hips down towards your heels, drive through your hips to come up. Keeping tension on the straps the whole time, just 4 reps. But now you see how this is gonna add up in our add-on game. All right, that's the end of round 3. Back to mid-calf, back to our bridge march. Now remember, if you're on a door anchor, this can be fully lengthened and you're in front of the door with your head right up against the door. 8 of these alternating, knees bent, tension in the straps first, then you squeeze the glutes to lift the hips. Keep the hips level. So every exercise is very purposeful, and you'll see how in this game, it's a great way to learn tough exercises, but be successful at them with only 4 reps. So we're working a lot of single leg, single hip stability on that exercise. All right, so if you're on a door anchor, you could fully lengthen the straps for our stir the pot and stand in front of the anchor, or you can leave it at mid-calf. Find your tabletop position, 2/3 of the way up with your forearms. Tension down, make fists, create full body tension here in the straps, right, or your core. Knees float up, 4 reps. The further you push out and around, the harder it is. So you're trying not to move the shoulders at all. So shoulders are nice and stable while your hips are mobile, okay? Back into our overhead squat. Lengthen the straps. Facing the anchor, fingers in the foot cradles. Pulling back on the straps. Hinge the hips. Keep tension on the straps. So really strong plank position here that you just worked on in your stir the pot. Adding on now, because this is round 4, straps to mid-length. We have a TRX swimmer's pull T-fly combination. So we're going from an overhead pull to another pull right away. So the swimmer's pull, stand facing the anchor. Hands in front of you is going to be a lot easier. Hands by your side is going to be a lot harder. Step back to make it easier because it's going to get hard when we do the T. So here's what 1 rep looks like. 1 rep looks like straight arms back, pull straight down. So straight arms, straight wrists. You don't bend the wrists or the elbows. And then I go thumbs up, out into a T. Okay, I'm going to switch my hands when I lean back. Okay, so we'll go 4 reps. So that was 1 rep. 1 swimmer's pull, 1 T-fly, 1 rep. So this is a tough one. It's kind of sneaky. Okay, tension on the straps, 1 foot back. Rock back in a plank. Strong body all the way up. So really stiff like a board on the way up. Rock back, thumbs go up. Straight arms, pull from your back and your shoulders. So that's 1 rep right there. Flip the grip, swimmer's pull. Thumbs up, T. You got to take a little punch in the stomach right here before you come up. So give yourself that check every time. Thumbs up, T. And that's 3 reps. We have 1 more. So decelerate back, accelerate up. Try not to push the pelvis forward right here. Pull the belly button back. All right. That's the end of round 4. So we go back to our bridge march. Straps at mid-calf or fully lengthened if you're on your door. I'm going to let you remember that from here on out so I don't say that 8,000 times. All right, here we go. Fingers in the foot cradles, heels, squeeze those armpits. Keep the toe knee hip in line because we're gonna apply this to a tough lunge in a couple exercises. So what we don't wanna do is cross that foot over the midline or knee because that means that's actually coming from our hip. Fire those glutes, so strong booty as you lift a knee. All right, stir the pot is next. Forearms in the foot cradles. Make fists, thumbs up. Drive down, create tension first. Okay, fire up that belly too. Here we go. Hands to the hips, don't drop the knees. Now, nice and long, check your shoulders. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Okay, we tend to want to creep those shoulders up by our ears. So pull your shoulder blades down in your back, like you've got pockets in the middle of your back. That was 4 reps. Overhead squat is next. Lengthen your straps all the way. Face the anchor. Fingers in the foot cradles. Create tension. Here we go. So the nice thing is, only 4 reps. These are doable, but you can keep your heart rate up a little bit by minimizing your transition time. Swimmer's pole T. Mid-length. Stand facing the anchor. So it's 4 combinations. Then we add on after this because this is round 5. Hands in front of you is easier. By the side or behind you is much harder. Tension on the straps, 1 foot back if you need it. Swimmer's pole, pull straight down. T-fly, thumbs up, shoulders down, strong wrist. Watch your wrist right there. Decelerate back, swimmer's pole. And T. 2 more reps of the combination. One more rep. All right, toes in, facing away from the anchor. So mid-calf. So handles go right underneath the kneecaps. And we have a TRX mountain climber. So put your straps over your shoelaces, flip over. And this is what 1 rep of the mountain climber looks like. You can start on your knees if you want, or you'll get a nice press in addition to this if you start, which is called a bottom up, if you start from the bottom up. So you press up in a strong plank. The mountain climber is a pike up, where you hold it. 1 knee comes in, back to the pike, other knee comes in, back to the pike, and back to the plank, all right? So we have 4 reps like that. Hips up. Now this is a very similar movement to our bridge march, but instead of our hips being in what we call hip extension, our hips are in flexion. Okay, so we're trying to work a level spine and pelvis here. So as the knee comes in and out, nothing else moves. I'm gonna call that 3 reps since I demonstrated 1, so we have 1 more. And then you lower to your knees or all the way down. Oh, starting to get hard, right? As we add on. We are back on our back with our bridge march. Our straps are already at mid-calf, so that's convenient. We can go right into it. Fingers in the foot cradles, knees bent, heels, toes up. Tension in the straps first. Squeeze your armpits, fire up your belly, and then squeeze your glutes, hips up. Okay, now you've got your 8. So make sure you take time to set up the beginning of each rep with tension in your body. Also feeding it with your breath. So try not to hold your breath here. Give yourself a little check. Are you grabbing the straps and dropping the elbows, or are you reaching through the fingertips and creating tension down in the straps? Which gives us something called reflexive core stability. It's a great aspect of the straps. That was my 8 reps. Stir the pot. I am sweaty. All right, now, the lovely thing is we only have 10 exercises, but It'll pack a punch with 10 exercises, 4 reps on this add-on game, okay? All right, here we go. Stir the pot. Tension in the straps first, like we just talked about. Check your knees. Make sure they're hovering over the floor and of exactly where you began, okay? So you don't want to drop the knees down. So this is actually a really nice way to check a squatting position with your spine, pelvis, and knees. I think I just did 4. All right, overhead squat. We're on round 6. So we get to add on a new exercise soon. Straps are fully lengthened, pulling back on the straps to create tension, making sure you're not pushing the rib cage forward. Pull that rib cage back towards your back. All right, we have our swimmer's pole T fly combination. Straps are at mid-length. Stand facing the anchor with your arms down in front of you or by your side. Offset your stance if you need it. Get some tension on your straps, okay? Slowly rock back. Swimmer's pole. T fly. Now, straight arms, pull from your back. So try on the way back not to let gravity take you back. So you control that deceleration on the way back. That's part of the exercise. That's a really important part of the exercise. One more of each. Okay, straps to mid-calf, mountain climber. Put your toes in, facing away from the anchor. And remember, you can start on your knees and go in your plank, or do our bottom up and get a press. Pike up. Knee in, back to pike. Knee in, back to pike, back to plank. So try, as you move the knee, try not to move anything else. So you're moving the knee and the hip, but not the spine, pelvis, or pelvis. Okay, we are adding on. Lengthen your straps all the way. We have a combination, another upper body combination, but it's a pushing combination now, instead of a pulling combination. So straps are lengthened all the way. I face away from the anchor. I'll go 1 chest press, 1 chest fly. Okay, just to get some different targets with my upper body. Okay, so the chest press, the elbows pull straight back. The chest fly, it's like you're opening a book and closing a book. Okay? You choose your working angle. If you need an offset stance for help, use an offset stance for help. Get a nice strong plank, thumbs up, pull your body in between your hands, press back up, keep the thumbs up. Now this is harder than the press, so you may need to offset. Open the book. Could you stay and read a page? Then you know you're at the right working angle and you know you are at the right range of motion. So that's 1 rep. We have 3 more. Now, as we go through, you can always step back and make this harder. Okay, that is the end of round 6. Straps back to mid-calf. I'm going to get a quick drink, which means you have time to get a quick drink. Four rounds left. I also forgot to put my music on, so I'm going to put some music on. Get my groove on. Here we go. All right, so much better. All right, back to our bridge march. See, isn't this a fun game? This is what I call fun. All right, here we go. Round 7. Then we have our stir the pot. The fun part is you can transition as quickly or slowly as you want. That's up to you. Create a lot of tension down, so press hard into the straps. Don't just lay your arms in there. Try and push down hard. Okay, overhead squat, lengthen them all the way. Then we have our pull combo. Mid-length for your pull combo. Swimmer's pull, T-fly. Now it's really nice because now you know the exercises so you can flow a little bit smoother, okay? That's why I like repeating exercises. Remember, 4 combinations. And trying not to bend the elbows so you're not trying to flap your wings. And give yourself a little check right here every time. Shoulders down, tight abs, tight butt. Yeah. And then you don't cheat the movement. Not that I think you're cheaters, but sometimes your body wants to cheat. So we gotta remind it what to feel. I think that was 4 combinations. Okay, mountain climbers are next. Then we have our pushing combination. So straps are at mid-length. And then we get to add on. What is next? You don't know. So this is your pike up with singly crunch, singly crunch. Now if you had a cup of water on your tailbone, are you rounding your tailbone? That's what we don't want to have happen. So you're not trying to tilt the pelvis, which I'm not awesome at, but I'm trying to focus on it at least, which will help my squat. I think that was 4. I'm gonna call it 4. All right, lengthen the straps all the way. Chest press, chest fly. Now it's not fast. The reps aren't fast, you notice. My tempo's not fast on my reps, I'm just transitioning quickly. Okay, remember you have an offset stance option, weight on the back foot if you need it. I'm a little shaky. So I'm going to slow down a little bit. Okay, now we add on, take your straps in mid-length. We have a lunge here. So what I'm going to do is a balanced lunge. It's 4 reps on the right, 4 reps on the left. Okay, we're going to progress this the next round as an option, and I'll show you when we get to round 8. Okay, so for now, we'll learn the exercise. Feet together, up around by the side. Okay, so you're not centering your foot, which is what makes it harder. Lift the left knee, and then drive the left knee back. Float that left foot off the floor or tap it and come up. So you're not pushing the hip out to the side or moving the knee, just like we've worked on our bridge march and our mountain climber. Okay, so we'll go 4 reps from here. Drive straight up. Light grip, maybe just a couple fingers. Plant that left foot, don't center it, lift the right. 4 on the left side. I'm off center on my anchor a lot because I'm trying to get a good angle for the camera. It's all about the camera. And my ankle wants to turn, so there we go. Now I didn't cheat. Okay, here we go. Round 8. What is next? Exciting. We have a row coming up at the end of this round. So you can get excited for that. All right, I'm back at mid-calf. My hands are in the foot cradles and I'm back to my march. I have to say I'm having much more fun listening to my playlist. You don't even know how good my playlist is. 2 more. Okay, stir the pot. So get set before you go. And I like a little reset before you go into the next rep. So you stop all momentum, check your body, and then you fly. It's like Peter Pan's. Okay, it's kind of like Peter Pan. Okay, overhead squat, lengthen the straps, fingers in the foot cradles, then we have our pull combo. Now make sure you're breathing here. Don't hold your breath, especially on this exercise. Mid-length, swimmer's pull, T-fly. Okay, mountain climbers next. Mid-calf, toes are in. From the knees or pressing up. I think I'm counting correctly. All right, chest, press, chest fly. Combo, lengthen the straps. Stand facing away from the anchor. All right, 4 combos. Get tight in your body first, thumb slightly up. All right, nice pull into this position and then strong press out. You go as far or as short as you need to here on this range of motion. Okay, or as big or small as you need to, I should say. So you stop where you feel strong and stable. Okay. Balance lunge. Now, I told you we were going to have an opportunity to progress mid-length. Maybe you stay with the balance lunge. We're just starting left leg this time. Maybe you stay with the balance lunge. Maybe you do a single handle and you have now a single arm balance lunge. Or you could always do a step back lunge if you want to do the single arm. Okay, it's just tough for stability. So if I start on my left leg, I center my right armpit on the anchor. Okay, and I don't want my hand right up against me. I want about a forearm's length away. All right, and so the first thing I'm not going to do is lean back. So feet together, right armpit lined up, lifting the right knee, and then I drop and drive straight up. Now, the lighter I am on the strap, the harder it's going to be. Okay, so that's up to you. You can always tap the right foot and do a step back lunge, and it's still a fun variation of a lunge. So you notice I really had to slow down as well. I just want to own the whole lunge, okay? So we're working, now we're applying our bridge march, our mountain climber, even more to this, right? And even the stir the pot, where we're working some good knee stability. Okay, line up the left armpit on the anchor, feet together, and then lift the left knee. Oh boy. Push from the heel to come up. Big toe and little toe, just try not to shift the weight to the ball of your foot. Okay, now we add on, this is round 8, single arm row. You can just leave your straps at mid-length if you want, or you could shorten them up. We'll start with the left side. Line up your left armpit on the anchor. So this is no rotation here. You can always offset to make it easier. The steeper you go, the harder it is. We're gonna do a mid-row, so make a fist with the right hand. You push yourself back, no rotation, pull yourself back up. Okay, so think of the push and the pull. Now we're working some anti-rotation or managing rotation. So we have 4 reps. I think I just did 5. Line up the right side on the anchor. I'm not very good at counting when I'm talking. Okay, line up the right armpit on the anchor. Make a fist with the left hand. So we use a ghost arm for some symmetry. It also kind of sends the message to our body to stay fully, have the most potential as possible. Okay, so line up the right armpit. You're on your heels. Use both sides like you're actually holding the straps with both sides. So use both sides of your back is what I'm saying. Okay, that is the end of round 8. Take it out of a single handle. We have 2 rounds left. I have no idea how long this has been, but my goal is to be under 30 minutes. Hopefully I am. Don't know. Okie dokie. Bridge march. Two rounds left, that's it. Here we go. Fire up that booty, tension down the straps. Now is not the time to rush. Now's the time to really kind of slow down and focus. These last 2 rounds, make them the best reps you've done so far. Keep these feet hip width, try not to sneak them into the center. Stir the pot. Bend overhead squat. All right, you lengthen those straps all the way for your overhead squat. Fingers in the foot cradles, pull back on the straps. Lots of tension, don't let those hands sneak in front of you. So start with the hip hinge.
Pull combo. Swimmers pull, T-fly. Whew. All right. Now, maybe you use a big offset stance. That's a little easier. Maybe you use a smaller offset stance now, or maybe you even step closer to the anchor and make your angle a little harder. It's where I have to tell myself, come on, you can do it. That's what I just told myself. Come on, Kari. All right, mountain climber. Positive encouragement. You gotta tell yourself good things. I learned that. I used to get mad at myself when I trained, and I was a swimmer for years in college, and would get angry at myself and thought that was how I motivated myself, and that's not how I do it anymore, I'll tell you that. You don't need to feed your body with negative thoughts. You feed your body with the good things. That you're strong and you're capable and that you can do whatever you choose to do. I'll tell you, 4 reps on mountain climber, that's enough. I do not need more than that. All right, chest press, chest fly combo. Lengthen the straps all the way, face away from the anchor. I'm pretty sure I'm doing 4 reps on the video, I don't know. If I'm not, what else? All right, here we go. Keep that chin off your chest, shoulders away from your ears right now. And then we also don't want to pop your butt up, especially on the chest press. Okay, so squeeze it. I call that booty mountain, so you don't want booty mountain. One more. Oh yeah. Okay. Balance lunge. Now, 2 handles or single handle. You're at mid-length. I'm going to start on the left leg again because I hate my left leg. Just kidding. My left leg hates me. My left hip, not super strong. So, start on that side. Line up the right side. Hold it with the right hand. Lift the right knee. Fight hard all the way down and up. So the slower you go, the more accountable you have to be. Good job, left leg. Okay. See, tell your body good things. Then you have your single arm row. Left side on the anchor, fist with the right hand. Remember, you can offset if you want. Then we add on. Okay, you're gonna leave it in a single handle or put it in a single handle. Oh no, you're already in if you did a single arm row. I was thinking if you're balanced lunge, you didn't. Okay, so we have suspended side lunge. We'll start on our left leg. You are sideways to the anchor, and you have your right foot in the foot cradle, and I want to be maybe a foot or so in front of my anchor, okay, especially if you're on a door. Watch the supporting leg, that the knee doesn't go in, so pull out from the hip, flex the ankle of the foot that's in the strap so you don't push down on the knee, so you protect that knee, okay? So you're gonna go 4 reps here. At the bottom, you're gonna hold it, you're gonna reach across, and then come up out of rotation on the way up, okay? So lunge, reach across with the right hand like you're reaching to the top of a cone, and then drive up, and you're coming out of what's called internal rotation, you're driving into external rotation. So lunge, reach across, and then try and pull that left hip back, right? It's almost like you have a band on the inside of your groin and you're pulling it towards your tailbone. Okay, one more, lunge, watch the left knee to let it go in, reach across, and then back up. Okay, so that just keeps you honest on that. Switch sides without falling, ideally. Okay, about a foot in front, line up the left, or put that left foot in, line up the left hip. Okay, sit straight back in that hip hinge. Reach across like you're reaching to the top of a cone. You're not taking your chest down, and then drive up. You should feel that in the hip. Okay. Woo! Last round. It's probably about 30 minutes right now. It's gonna be my guess. So you could always just finish with 9 exercises if you're looking for a little shorter workout. That's pretty comprehensive right there. If you want to go through one more round, then you already know what's coming. We have 1 exercise to add on. Okay, so check to make sure you're still at mid-calf. I'm gonna get a quick drink. And then we're gonna do one more round together. The nice part about this style of workout, you can pick any exercises that make sense together, layer them on, pick 6 exercises, and you've got a short workout. So it's a fun format that I do with my clients quite a bit. Okay, so we are back to mid-calf and we're back to our bridge march. All right, hands in the foot cradles. On your back, last round. Get excited. Here we go. Stir the pot, then overhead squat. This one never really gets any easier. And we have our pull combo. Mid-length. Swimmer's pull, T-fly. Then we have our mountain climber. I think, yes. So try this last round and make these the best reps you've done so far. Then our chest press, chest fly combo. Mid calf. The most control you've got now. And if a pike up is just what you're doing right now, then just do the pike up. One more. Those suck. Those really suck. I don't like those. That's why I make myself do them, because I do not like them. All right, chest press, chest fly. So lengthen it all the way. Face away from the anchor. Thumbs up. Thumbs out in front of you. Okay, this one's not my favorite either. Some people are really good at pushing me. Not one of them. But it's all right. I still do it. You gotta work on your weak areas and just have a purpose to try and do the best you can. That's what I do. I don't have to be the best pusher in the world. I just gotta be able to do it. Do not like that one. Super excited I'm done. Okay, balance lunge. We're gonna start on the left leg again. So remember, you have the option to go in a single handle. Balance lunge, single arm row. Then we have our abducted lunge, or suspended AB. Okay, so if I'm starting my left leg, I hold it with my right hand. Line up the right armpit on the anchor, a little tension on the strap to start. You don't want to be too close to your strap here, okay? All right, lift the right knee. Well, I wouldn't say I have the lightest grip on the strap. Kind of the death grip. It's all right. Left hand, right leg. Ah. Better. That was better. Not my best. That's okay. All right, single arm row, left side. Woo! Okay, side lunge. Check that handle is right underneath the kneecap. Put the right foot in. Flex that right ankle. Make sure the left knee is not rolling in an ankle. Okay, so tension in the strap. Here we go. Lunge. Reach. Drive from the hip and heel. So drive down into the ground. Okay, so sit on the heel. Reach and drive up. That makes a big difference. Don't fall. Here we go. We just have one exercise left after this. Yes. grand finale is just feeling good. So take it out of a single handle, take it to mid-length. We are finishing with a chest opener, hip flexor opener, so just your anterior chain, and a forward eye lunge with an overhead reach. So your hands are out in front of you, about shoulder height while you're standing. Step forward with the right leg. Pull the left knee so it hovers right off the ground. Stay tall, don't move the knee, and you're gonna reach up and over towards the right side bend. Take a breath, back to the center, and then press into the straps, push through your heel and come up. Left leg, so we have 4 each leg alternating. Up and over to the left, take a breath, feel good. This is your little built-in stretch, and then back up. So we have 6 more reps, just breathe here. One more, last one. All right. Okay, that is it. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna do a nice stretch on the end. Make sure you take the time to stretch. Hope you enjoyed this full body workout. We got all planes of motions. We got a lot of different foundational movements in there. We got some planking, some pushing, some pulling, squatting, hinging, lunging, and rotation. So if you want more workouts, my business is Blaze. My website is kariwoodall.com, which you'll see on my YouTube page. Thank you.